Welcome, everybody, to the starting lineup. We're at Regions Field for the Birmingham Barons Knoxville game, and it's Bark in the Park night here. We've got Jennifer and Theodore McKenzie. Tell us about Theodore, Jennifer.
Well, he is 7 years old. He's a Great Dane.
Wow.
He's been coming to these since he was a puppy, and he loves it. He's about 150 pounds, a gentle giant, and as you can see, he's a big baseball fan.
Absolutely. Legend, he might be an Orioles fan.
Can he play pitcher? That's what I want to know. Can he play pitcher? The Orioles need some pitchers.
He looks like a power hitter to me.
Like a power hitter.
Legend asked you in our casual conversation, how much does Mr. Ted eat in a day?
About 4 cups of food, but he would like to eat more. So.
Yeah, well, he is a great-looking guy, very unusual, and really standing out here tonight at Regions Field. We would like to thank you and Mr. Theodore for being on the show and getting us started here on our big night at the Barons game at Regions Field. Coming up next, my interview with the author of Agent Confidential Part 1. It's coming up right after this. Mike Chaudron is going to take it away, talking about his great new book.
The Birmingham Racecourse Casino turns dreams into reality. Like Roger M., who just won over $51,000. And Rebecca, celebrating a life-changing jackpot of $160,000. You could be the next to dance the Icky Shuffle with a big win.
Woo! I'm a winner! I'm a winner! Woo! I'm a winner! I'm a winner! Woo! And you can be a winner too!
Don't miss your chance to be our next big winner at the Birmingham Racecourse Casino.
Welcome back, everybody. The starting lineup here on ABC 3340 on this Saturday morning, getting you ready for a big sports weekend. And we have a special guest with us, the author of a book that I just could not put down, Agent Confidential. Mike Chaudron is the author, and he's with us now talking about college football, our favorite subject around here. Mike, welcome. You're in the starting lineup.
Yep, thank you very much. It's an honor to be here. I'm really pleased that you enjoyed the book and looking forward to the conversation.
Well, I can't wait to talk to you about it, because the first thing I want to bring up is I think this is going to be a real perception changer for people, because what we hear constantly, and we always read online, between radio and television, all the people that we actually have feedback from, is that NIL and the transfer portal have ruined college football. But you almost immediately established the fact that this is just the latest in the evolutionary process. This is not the vehicle that whatever people are lamenting, the change in college football began long before the implementation of these new areas.
It absolutely did. I mean, it's just now out in public. The money was always changing hands. It's just now much clearer now. And, we lay that out in the book. I go back to 1992 and money changing hands. So I really think that this just pulls the curtain back for the reader to show them what's really already been happening and is happening now in college football.
Well, I always have believed that 1984 was really the powder keg that kind of touched off this whole thing. Of course, that was the year of the Supreme Court decision, Georgia and Oklahoma versus the NCAA, when the whole setup, the chemistry was changed, because the schools took back, and the conferences took back, the ability to televise and make decisions on their own games away from the NCAA. Ironically, an institution they had created. So I think that was the beginning, but it's remarkable to me, and speak to this, how did we go 4 decades still behind the curtain, the facade, if you will, of college football is just tradition and rivalry and emotion and all those things, when already the business transition was well underway.
It really was. And again, you talk about the court case there. In the book, I make the case that in 1982, Texas A&M signed Jackie Sherrill.
Oh, that's right.
To a 6-year
which was a
contract that was worth over $1 million in total. And I make the point that that's really when it started. Then you have the court case. You move forward to 1996, and the head ball coach, Steve Spurrier, got $1 million per year.
Wow.
And so that's when the coaching madness started, but you also had the economics happening. It was the $100 handshakes. And I had a quick story in the book. In 1992, I was working for a bank, And a loan officer showed me a loan document. And I said, well, the lawyer must not be doing very well. And he said, no, it's not for the lawyers, for that 6'7" power forward down at the high school going to an unnamed SEC school. So the money's always been there. It's just we're pulling the curtain back on it.
Well, and I enjoyed so much because you just used, I guess you could call common terms, but you gave some greater definition to them. Words like access and leverage and throttle and motion and action. I mean, all of those things, it really paints the picture of what's been happening. This has been a process that's been well underway, as we mentioned in the open here.
Oh, absolutely. So, we tried to just lay it out simply for we everyday fans and what's happening out there. So when you look at words like access, who has access matters, because what we in the public are seeing is not really what's happening. Behind the scenes, who has access, be it donors, agents, coaches, administrators, access is power.
Yeah, absolutely. And you do a good job of illustrating that. I really got, as much as I enjoyed the opening chapters, I thought when you really got into the more the hardcore parts of the subject, when you started breaking it down by chapter of where we are now, and I thought, timing was another big word that you used, not a big word, a common word, but timing is everything in this whole evolution. And speaking of timing, I thought the story that broke this week that Kalen DeBoer told a local Tuscaloosa television station last weekend that his extension did not result from the flirtation supposedly with Michigan. In fact, he never spoke to Michigan, which I just read in your book the day before, that coaches can always say that because in most cases that's the truth.
No, they are honest when they're saying, I didn't talk to Michigan, because Jimmy Sexton was talking to Michigan on his behalf. But if you look at the DeBoer extension, this was not a reward for great performance for Kalen DeBoer. This was Alabama and Greg Byrne removing uncertainty. It eliminated future questions. Is he going to flirt with other schools in the future? And frankly, it prevented the SEC media days from becoming contract watch when you and Legend are down there. So I think it was really just risk control from Alabama's standpoint more than rewarding DeBoer.
We're in downtown Birmingham, Regions Field. The Barons and Knoxville getting ready to tee it up in just a few minutes. And we are excited to be on the road here, out with the people. Minor League Baseball in this beautiful park. Didn't get any better than this. Kip Kiefer and my special guest is Izzy Best, and she is the best marketing director here with the Birmingham Barons. Izzy, welcome to the starting lineup.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited. I'm thrilled to have you guys here. A beautiful night for baseball. Just super excited.
It's just outstanding. Now, you all might hear marketing director and think, well, that's a cushy job. I want to get Izzy's comments on. I look at your guys' promotional schedule, Izzy. How long does it take to choreograph? Because you guys have something going on literally every single day, and a lot of times 4 or 5 things going on. How long does it take to craft that, and how hard is it to coordinate it?
Well, it's not too hard because I have the best team. We have a great culture here, and it's fun. We really love what we do. We enjoy it a lot. But we literally spend the entire off season planning the promotions, and I think that people don't realize that you should do this theme night. It might be one we already have planned, and they think, oh, you guys probably put that together in like a week, but we plan it months in advance. And we really spend the whole off season just listening to our fans, hearing what they want, and just packing as much fun as we can into it.
Were you always interested in marketing, or did you just kind of happen into this direction?
I actually studied accounting in school, which was kind of, yeah. I did that for like a very short amount of time and realized it wasn't for me. But I played college softball. I love baseball. Oh, wow. Yeah. And then kind of stumbled upon this job, and it's just been wonderful ever since.
It seems like a great fit. Okay, this is a huge weekend, and not only a weekend coming up, we're in the middle of the week. but it's very unusual. You usually play from Tuesday to Sunday and then go on the road. But
Right.
this is one of those rare times. You guys are here for back-to-back homestands, 12 games in the next 2 weeks. This is only game 2 of the homestand. We're taping this on Wednesday night. Tell us about 4th of July and all the big plans. I know you guys are really going to blow it out for America 250.
Oh my gosh, we couldn't be more excited. And to have the 12 gamer, which we have once a year, over the 250 and over to get to play July 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, I mean, it couldn't be better. I mean, America's pastime, nothing better. We're doing 3 fireworks shows, our first Thirsty Thursday fireworks show. It's going to be awesome.
Now, what do we get on Thirsty Thursday?
$2.75 beers and seltzers. There's not a better deal in town. There's not.
Man, that's strong. So there's fireworks all 3 days, 2nd,
Yes.
3rd, and 4th, correct?
Correct. Yes. Yeah, our biggest show we've ever done on July 4th.
Okay, folks, let's cut to the chase. What's more American than baseball? To celebrate America, you got to be here at Regents Field coming up the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, and all the days surrounding it. What are other highlights? I know we're barking in the park tonight.
We are, yes. We've got a dog bandana giveaway. We got small dog races. I can't believe they let me do all the stuff I do, honestly. I'm just coming up with stuff. We've got Toy Story Night on Friday, which is really exciting with the new movie that just came out. We've got our country night with a patriotic hat giveaway on Saturday. If you check out our website, we've got all kinds of fun stuff. And we try to make something for everybody. You know, if you've got a family, little kids, the Thirsty Thursday crowd, usually a little younger, whatever we can do, we like to make something for everybody.
Well, if you love baseball and love having fun, this is the place to be. Birmingham Barons Baseball, and this is the girl who coordinates it all, the mad scientist behind the curtain, Izzy.
Thank you so much for having me. This was wonderful.
We'll be right back. The starting lineup continues from Regents Field in just a moment.
Step back into the groove and then into the Birmingham Racecourse Casino.
Check this out. It's all happening here.
The Birmingham Racecourse Casino is the local place to win.
Good times right here.
Let the Birmingham Racecourse Casino bring the good times to you. The Birmingham Racecourse Casino, where the good times roll.
Where you could be a winner too. Yeah, boy.
I'm here with the great John Cook, the GM of the Birmingham Barons, and you hear the music in the background like the Alabama Crimson Tide, the best GM in the AA of all baseballs here with me. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great, Legend. Glad to have you out here at Birmingham's front porch.
Man, you hear this happening down here in Birmingham. Tell everybody about some of the events coming up this week in Birmingham so they can come out.
Come out tonight. We got country night at the ballpark. We're giving away a patriotic Barons hat. It's beautiful. It looked like it cost $50 in the store, but we're giving it away to the first 1,000 fans. A lot of fun Saturday night. And then 205 Sunday, 205, $2.05 hot dogs. How about that?
Can't beat
Can't beat that. We take a day off Monday, but we welcome the Montgomery Biscuits in on Tuesday, the team we beat the last 2 years in the championship. So we're giving away a back-to-back championship t-shirt Tuesday night. First 1,000 fans.
Well, I hate to put you under pressure, but you came in last place in the first half of the season. Are we going to see a better Baron team in the second half? I'm hearing great things that it's going to be a hot second half.
Yeah, I would say this team's going to perform well in the second half. Will we win the division? I don't know. We did last year. We won the second half, but first half's over. Turn the page. We got a good squad putting it together. They'll be hitting it the right time.
Hey, show out here. I see where they say the champions play here. I didn't know that Birmingham Barons had more championships than the Boston Celtics. I mean, what? You got a dynasty going on down here, brother.
Birmingham loves a winner, and we're proud of this squad. We're proud of all they've done throughout the years, and the Birmingham Black Barons, too. We got a lot of titles on that wall.
Wow, that's awesome. Hey, I'm here with the great John Cook, the best GM in all of baseball and AA baseball. I'm hoping to talk to him about an Oriole job. Y'all say right there, come down see the Barons. It's happening down here. Come on down. We'll be right back on the starting lineup.
Of course, fans interpret it. Well, how can they be giving this guy extension? He's getting 8. He's getting additional years now, $2 million more a year, and a $70,000 buyout. And I didn't really talk to you in advance about the whole buyout principle, but kind of explain that to fans and to me, because it's really out of control now. But you say it's not really out of control.
No, it's really. I mean, buyouts are just an entry on the spreadsheet. And, really, the big ones really started off with Gus Malzahn down at Auburn when he flirted with Auburn and he got the buyouts. And let's be real clear, buyouts are made to be paid. So in the case of Jimbo Fisher, Gus Malzahn, Hugh Freeze, we all talk about that. We talk about all of those in the book. They're all made to be paid. So in the case of DeBoer, there's a line item on Greg Burns' spreadsheet for $70 million that he may have to pay if the performance is not there. But the buyout is there to create certainty. And we talk about buyout island. It's not a bad place to be.
Sounds pretty good to me.
You get money, you get fired, you go to buyout island and have a drink.
It sounds good to me. Okay, so extension. You have a passage in the book in that chapter where you say extensions are misinterpreted because they really are a message that the clock has begun. Explain that concept.
Oh, it absolutely does. I mean, you'll start hearing leaks to the media from the AD going, the playoff expectations are there. So what has happened is that's when the donors are in the AD's ear and are saying, hey, we've got to get better. And as a result, they'll do an extension, they'll do a buyout. And if the pressure works, then good. If it doesn't, they're telling the coach that expectations have changed, pal, and we're going to have to do better. The buyout is just there to cover it. So that's the main thing there is that expectations have changed and they're sending a message.
That's incredible. Because I remember, because we talked about this as an ongoing process. I remember the terminology used to be, the AD has given the coach a vote of confidence. And what did that always lead to, Mike?
Right. The vote of confidence is just another nail in the coffin when you hear that, and in the book, we even talk about the coach already knows when he shakes the president's hand after the game, he doesn't look him in the eye and the AD doesn't return the text, it's coming. So those votes of confidence are it's coming. It's just a little later than sooner.
It's fascinating stuff. But I think the other thing people will really, and one thing that really resonated with me too, is this takes the fear of college coaches away because in some ways it's actually better to fail than to succeed.
It really is. I mean, I write in the book, if you get a contract, you do well, you get paid. If you do well again, you get paid twice. And if you don't do so well, you still get paid. For not doing your job. It really is just a really unique situation in the coaching market. And if you look at Jimbo, he collected every penny.
Unbelievable.
Brian Kelly, every penny of $100 million. So we walk through those in the book, but it's just fascinating out there. And I think it also leads, Kip, to the fact that the governance in football has not kept up with the economics, be it NIL players or whatever. It just can't keep up.
Well, it's big business, and that's what it is. And as you read the book, you realize that you could be describing just about any business. College football just steps in step with just regular industry, and that's what it kind of the main message is. Yeah. Tell folks where they can get Agent Confidential and all the details, because if you're a college football fan, this is a must read.
Thank you. It is Agent Confidential on Amazon. It's available in paperback, Kindle, or in Audible, where I actually
did a great job, by the way.
Did the book myself right here in the office at the farm in Limestone, Tennessee. So it turned out pretty well, and that seems to be the most popular one right now. But you can find it on Amazon, and we're in the process of doing some events. So stay tuned, and that we're going to be doing some fun events with some distilleries, some alumni associations, where we'll be talking about college football. But the bottom line, Kip, is I think for your fans and everybody watching is, the governance versus the economics is like an offensive tackle trying to cover a slot receiver in space. It just can't keep up. Right. It's not made for it. And we go through that pretty well in the book. And I hope everybody will enjoy the book. It was a lot of fun to write and really getting some good success off of everybody enjoying it.
Well, you did a phenomenal job. And again, if you love college football, this you got to put on your must-read list, because a lot of the things that I have thought over the years were validated, but you introduced me to a lot of different ways to see things and think about things. And I think that's the real accomplishment in this work of yours.
Well, thank you very much. I have a little bit of business experience. So, negotiating very large corporate contracts and seeing how decisions were made, and then spending some time on sidelines, helping some coaches who are now household names before they were. It just gave me a unique insight. And the fact that I just love college football. And so it just really all came together in January and February. And it's been really cool to see how the book matches what's actually happening right now in front of us.
Yeah, and just to wrap it up, probably my favorite anecdote or story of the whole book was when the defensive coordinator got away from you. You were carrying the cord, and you end up signaling in the play. I love that story. And it goes, Mike, did you signal in the play there? And you said they just laughed, and it was never mentioned again. But yet you became useful. I love that.
I did. It's funny. I talked to that guy yesterday, and he had just read the book, and he goes, dude, how did you remember that play call? He said, you can't remember your mother-in-law's birthday, but you remember Flip Pure Razor, Okie 4 Slide, Tornado Wheel. I said, it's what's important. So that was fun. And then the last one was when the guy was cussing in the booth next to Jerry Falwell.
Oh, yeah.
And they knocked on the door at Liberty and said, you guys got to tone it down. It wasn't me cussing. It was another assistant. But just a lot of fun stories in there, too.
Absolutely. It's a great read. We appreciate it. And we also love having you on every Saturday morning on Game Time on WJOX. And again, must read Agent Confidential. Mike Chaudron is outstanding. And we can't thank you enough for being on the show.
Thank you, guys. I enjoy being on Saturday and enjoy being on this show very much. Thank you very much for having me on.
Well, best of luck. I hope this becomes a blockbuster bestseller. College football fans, you got to have it.
At Regents Field, Bark at the Park. I'm here with Taylor and our friend. Tell us who your friend is right here.
This is Theo. He's 4 months old. He's an old English bulldog.
Oh, man. How long have you had him? 4 months?
Yep, 4 months, yeah.
Is that your only dog?
Yeah, well, so this is mine and my husband's dog. I do have a Siberian Husky and a St. Bernard, but they stay at my parents' house. So.
What's it like to come out to the ballpark with your dog?
It's fabulous. This is his first big outing, so we're really enjoying it, trying to get him exposed to people and other dogs, and he's having the best time. So.
I bet he wants one of them hot dogs, don't he?
We shared one earlier.
Awesome. Hey, we're out here at Regents Park, Bark at the Park. I'm here with Taylor and our friend. Hey, come on out to Regents Field. It's going on out here. We'll be right back on the starting lineup.
Welcome back to the Birmingham Racecourse and Casino starting lineup. It's Tone the Bone. It's time for Bone Fragments, a place where you can find cards and certainly comics. Sasquatch Toys and Comics. We're here with Seth Cosby. He is the man here. He has this really beautiful store. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to come down here and actually walk through your store and tell people exactly what you got, because when you see it from the outside, it does no justice to what you got going on.
No justice whatsoever.
Walk us around, brother. Tell us what you got here at Sasquatch Toys and Comics.
So this first room that we're in at the shop, this is our Hot Toys statue room. Got a bunch of really nice stuff in here. Like these are limited. The Batman and the Joker both are limited to like 700 worldwide. Got some really nice, little horror section there as well. Statues. Got a nice little Indiana Jones section over here as well.
Beautiful. All right, again, this place has got like 17 rooms in it, so let's keep walking through it, because we only have about 30 minutes, so we're not. What else you got?
So our next room in here, guys, this is our strictly Star Wars room.
Yeah, baby.
So bunch more modern stuff in there. We do have a lot of vintage as well.
And by the way, you find some Star Wars stuff up in your grandma's attic, or you got some stuff unopened or even opened, come to Sasquatch Toys and Comics, man. Seth will make a deal on it, as you can see.
Buy, sell, and trade.
And and if you're looking for something specific and you can't find it, I'll bet you Sasquatch Toys and Comics will find it for you. Where else are we going now?
All right, next room is wrestling.
Nice.
Let's see, we got some TMNT in here. We also have Marvel Legends, DC Multiverse. We also got a little Star Trek section as well.
Beautiful. Some Blues Brothers for you, like that.
Yeah,
that's
100%.
good. That's good, I like that.
Transformers as well over here also. And then the next room we got is going to be our pop room.
The pop room, oh my gosh. Dude, you got a whole room dedicated to pops. This is unbelievable. This is the new kind of trading thing, but really it's been out for a while, hasn't it?
It has.
And it just keeps getting better and better. And this is, of course, part of the Funko stuff too.
Yes, yeah.
That's amazing.
Here, actually, let's come down here real quick. So the nice thing about Pops is you have a nice big window to actually get stuffed autographed, which is really nice. So,
very nice.
So yeah, this is actually all autograph section here.
Super. Now we got about a minute left. We got to go, and I got to go see the comic room because they got over 300,000 comics. It's unbelievable. We're talking over 300,000 comics. Look at this.
Our comics, yeah.
Dude, it's unbelievable. I mean, I cannot stress enough how much I was blown away by, and of course everything is graded, so you know what you're getting is the real deal. You know you're getting a great price.
As well.
Yep. And we go box after box after box. Come down to Sasquatch Toys and Comics.
We also have a huge dollar section too on the comics.
Oh, sweet. Dollar
yeah,
section. It's a good place to get started.
Yeah,
all right, with about
sure.
30 seconds left, is there anything particular you want to show me one more thing before?
Nice bumblebee. Yeah.
Look at that bumblebee. Look at that. That's unbelievable.
Let's do the Pokemon.
Yeah, let's do the Pokemon room real quick. This place is unbelievable. Sasquatch Toys and Comics, right here on the Birmingham Racecourse Casino, starting lineup on Tony Bone Fragments. All right, here we go. And our final shot here. There you go.
Nice Pokemon.
Oh man, Pokemon, all kinds of sports cards. You name it, they got it right here. Sasquatch Toys and Comics. Check it out, sports cards over here. There you have it, folks. Sasquatch Toys and Comics. Tone the Bone right here on the Birmingham Racecourse Casino starting lineup. Tell people how they can find you, my man.
It's 145 Citation Court in Homewood, Alabama.
Thank you, guys.
Hey, everybody. We hope you've enjoyed this special edition of the starting lineup. Talking to Mike Chaudron in his great book, Agent Confidential. Be sure to order it where you get your books, Amazon or Kindle or any of the regular places, along with Audible books, which gives you the recorded copy, which I've thoroughly enjoyed. Also, wanted to tell you that next week's show is going to be special. It'll be America's 250th birthday. We will be here at 10:30 next Saturday to celebrate the big day on the 4th of July. And I'm particularly excited because the Vegas Keefers will be in studio here in Birmingham. Case Kiefer, King Kiefer, Tracy Kiefer, Aria Kiefer. It's going to be outstanding, all on stage next week, right here on the starting lineup. You hear all Case's great contributions every week here on the show. Now you're going to see him right here in Birmingham next Saturday on the program. Case will also be joining Legend and I on the WJOX Saturday show, Game Time, just before the starting lineup next Saturday, so make note for that as well. It's going to be great. We're going to have a fantastic show coming up. Football season right around the corner. Don't forget, Kip Kiefer Sports and the starting lineup will be in Tampa for SEC Football Media Days. July 20th, we can't wait. We're going to be front and center in the middle of all the action, and you're going to be right with us, because when you tune in on Saturdays at 10:30, right here on ABC 3340, well, you are officially in the starting lineup. So again, a special edition of the show today, giving you a look at Barons baseball. Fantastic stadium, great atmosphere. Get on down and check out the Barons. They've got a 4th of July extravaganza all coming up next week with fireworks shows on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, along with all their other great promotional activities. Thanks to our friends with the Barons, and thanks to all of you for watching. We will join you again next week, 4th of July, right here on the starting lineup, ABC 3340, 1030. See you then.
The Birmingham Racecourse Casino starting lineup. Kip Kiefer, Tony Curry, The Legend, and Case Kiefer bring it every week from 10:30 to 11 on ABC 3340 every Saturday morning.